Alright guys, so I don't know whether to call this like a collection update or a collection downgrade update, because it's pretty much everything that I have left after everything that I sold. So anyway, up top here we got the sword 3x3x3, and I will be honest, the reason why I'm not selling this is because it is missing some parts, and I know that I really won't get much for it. If I could find those parts, and they're pretty much just the pins and whatnot for the deck, and I'm missing the wood for the deck, if I could find those, I might sell it, but it's something that I really like and it's hard to find. Over here, I'm sure everybody is used to all my Liebherr models and whatnot over here. I'm using a different camera, so I just have to get used to it real quick. But I'm sure everybody's used to my Liebherr stuff and you know, my Dozer and whatnot, everything over here. My brother has taken over this shelf with his 1/64th scale trucks because there was nothing on it. And they do a nice job filling it up, and they also look really nice, so that's why they're here. On a positive note, here is a new construction model. It's a 1/64th scale Norscat 385 CL. And he also got this, I believe it's a 389 with the bulk tanker new. So that's on a positive note. Here's the cranes that I have left. The two 16,000s are my brother's, so I'm not going to get rid of those. And I kept my 4100 tower crane. It's just something that I always used to see over here in Manhattan, so I kept it for that reason. Now I will show you the other side. Alright, so now for this side. I moved the stuff that was over there to right over here, and it's the Malcolm BG40 and the Liebherr HS855. I will be honest, again with this model, I probably would have sold it, but it has a broken drum, and that probably takes the amount that I could get for it down by half. So, and plus I also want the new one that's coming out in, I forget the livery now, I don't know, in Weldex. And I don't know if I'm going to get that even if I am still saving or not, but it looks really nice, and I really want it. EC700, sorry about the lighting. That's the case for the DM800. If you're wondering, the 18,000 is there. I really need to dust it off and take it apart and dust each individual part off, because it's just getting really dusty. Some NZG stuff, that's my brother's stuff. AC500 with the Luffer. 379 Nelson ramps and 357 dump trailer. 4100 in Lamson. I've also questioned myself about selling this. I really don't know if I would, because I restrung the bridle and it's hard to tell, but when it's supposed to go over, it comes under, so I don't know. LR 1300 in Van Marjowick. And I took out one jib extension and I added in a 40-foot boom, and I really like it like that. Some stuff in the corner over here. I don't know what I'm doing with those, because I don't know whether to call them mine or to call them my brother's. So we'll see about that. I could probably only get like 175 bucks for both, so we'll see. 390 with the DM800. Which is one of my favorite setups, and 385 with the 740, the D8T, and the Granite in the Forestry Service. And if I get up here, 4115L, 555, LTR. This is my brother's stuff. This is stuff over here that he really doesn't use anymore. I'm surprised he even knows that he still has it, but it's like, there's some broken and missing parts, so you could maybe only get like $100 for all of them, and I'm being serious, so what's even the point of selling them? My load's back there, flatbed with some crane parts, the Schwing 48 meter I think, and some stuff over there. There's an axle, so that's that over there. So now I'll rest the camera down and I'll let you guys know what's going on. Alright, so I'll probably go on for a while here, so sorry about that. But it's just going to be audio. I'm not going to change the view or anything. So I've sold just about everything. There is some stuff that is harder to sell, like the NZG custom live read stuff, especially the stuff that was in companies from outside of the US, which I only ship inside the US, so I kind of figured those wouldn't be easy sales. But regardless, most of that stuff is still for sale. And like I said in my last video that I uploaded, I'm pretty sure I said this, I put everything on eBay as the buy it now option, and if it didn't sell as buy it now in 30 days, I would put it to a bid. And that's what I did, and pretty much stuff that I thought wouldn't sell didn't sell within the 30 days, but I've gotten rid of most of the stuff. Now, I also said in my first video that I announced that I was selling stuff that I had to take driver's ed. Since I'm over 18, I don't need driver's ed, which is great. But there is still I believe it was like a 6 to 8 week for a road test. My road test is March 11th, long story short. Because of that, it's kind of got me more excited to buy the Evo, which is the car that I'm looking for, and, you know, talking about it gets me more and more excited about it. Bottom line is, I should have around 9,500 saved once I sell all the models. That's after taxes, because I have to pay taxes, which is pretty disappointing, especially since I'm trying to save. So to compensate for that, I've been buying models that people have for sale for cheap that I know I can make maybe like 10-15 bucks on, and then reselling them. So that kind of makes up for the taxes that I have to pay. So as much as I hate that I have to pay them, I'm happy that I'm at least trying to get the money for them. And I know that I will, but it might take maybe a month or so. But I have to pay them at the end of April. So I'm good. Most of the stuff that you see in front of you that I've showed you, I am going to keep. I have second-guessed myself on selling stuff, which was everything that I mentioned, like the 3x3, the 4100 in Lamson, and the HS855. Those, I'm thinking about selling them, but I will be completely honest. I'm not going to let them go for $1 less than what I really want to get for them. Because I really do like those models. I really haven't had much new to show you guys. And combined with the fact that I announced that I'm selling most of everything, I don't even think many people watch my videos anymore, to be completely honest with you. Stuff that used to get views in no time kind of takes forever now, and I kind of expected that, which is disappointing on my end, because I built up such a large YouTube channel. I realize that, like, I'm small within YouTube, but to me 3,800 people subscribed is a pretty big accomplishment, and it does suck that I'm pretty much throwing it out the drain here, but you know, I'm really thankful for the guys that still stayed with me, so thank you to you people. But like I said, being that I really haven't had anything new, it's kind of like weird, because now, like, stuff that I really never had any intentions on filming within like the past year, maybe 6 months, I really want to film. Like, I really want to go out and get some new real equipment videos, even though I do realize that not that many people watch them. I still want to go out and get some new stuff. And this is coming from someone that really hasn't liked how YouTube has been within the past 2 years. And only someone that like started YouTube in maybe like 2008, 2007 will see how YouTube really has changed. And I really haven't liked the way that they changed, but now that I really haven't had anything new, my mindset has changed, and it's kind of almost brought the fun back into it. So we'll see how that goes. I will be honest though with you guys. I don't know when I will buy some new models. I need to save around 6,000 more for the Evo, which is the car that I'm saving for. I don't have any more models to sell. I mean, quite frankly, the stuff that I have here is worth a lot. And it's tempting to sell it all, but I mean, if I sell this all, what will I have, and where will the fun be? So I'm not, and it's honestly for my personal enjoyment. So that's why the stuff that you see in front of you that I said I'm not going to sell, I'm not selling, just because I really don't want to drain all the fun out of it. But I mean, I've thought about selling stuff, but I really don't see myself selling stuff. So anyway, so there's a lot of new stuff coming out. The one thing that I really have my eye on is the Weldex HS855. I've really thought about buying it even within what I'm saving. And the way that I'm thinking about doing that is selling the 855 that I have now, the Implenio one, and then putting whatever money I get for that towards the Weldex one. So I'm probably going to do that because I really want it, and honestly the colors look the best that I've seen on a model out there right now, besides the Van Marjoik LR1300 that I have. And that's really all I could think of right now. I still have around, it should be around 20 models for sale when this video goes up. I've tried to make this video numerous times, but I just haven't liked the way it turned out. But I should have around 20 models for sale. I really don't like to bring the prices down on stuff, but, you know, some stuff you could say it's worth this much, but you know what, after, you know, a couple of 4 or 5 weeks of trying to sell it for that much, you know, it's just evident that no one's gonna buy it that much, and even if you think it's worth that much, it's not. So I've had to take some hits on some models. Some of it was, you know, really didn't want to do it, but there's really only, you know, certain ways to sell stuff, and that's if you ask what it's actually worth and what people actually buy it for. So it's unfortunate, but you know, how else are you gonna get rid of the stuff? I still have a lot of reviews to upload, and I realize, like, if I don't upload a review within 2 weeks of when I put the unboxing up or when I put it on my Facebook page, that it's pretty much irrelevant to everybody, and that sucks because I really like making reviews and I like to see what you guys think. But I mean, if I want to stretch out videos for a while, that's just the way it's going to be. So and it also you know, it really sucks not buying anything, but what am I gonna do? So I'm going pretty well with saving. Another thing I want to point out is that like I said, when I'm all said and done selling everything, I should have around 9,500, and I plan to have everything sold by April 1st, which gives me around a month and a half to sell everything, which should be more than enough time. And saving that amount of money in that amount of time is pretty good. I mean, people that I've been talking to have asked how you've even been able to do that, and I've told them I sold all my stuff. So as long as the wait feels to me, honestly, because it feels like I've been saving for a year now, even though I've only started like January 2nd, I think. As long as the wait feels, I know in the back of my head that it is going pretty quick, and I should have my car before I know it. So we'll see how that goes. I believe I said this, but I will be honest. When I do start collecting again, it won't be as heavy as I used to. You used to see me buy 500-600 worth of models a month. I'll probably buy maybe like 200 a month, which is probably disappointing. And because I said that, I know a lot of people probably will stay subscribed, but probably won't watch. And it's your choice to do that, but it is pretty disappointing. So, and honestly, if I was a viewer, I'd probably also be pretty disappointing. But hopefully you guys don't take that too hard, because I will have a lot of stuff to pay for when I get my car. I will hopefully be buying it and not have to pay anything off. I won't be taking any loans or anything. So that's why the wait is so long, because I have a lot for it already, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, as always, check out my Facebook page, because I update that more than this, and I update that with more recent stuff than this. So if you haven't checked that out, and I also want to say, if you haven't, check out my eBay, of course. If you want to buy anything and you're in the United States and you have PayPal, message me on here, because I want to avoid the eBay fees. And besides that, that's really it. But again, guys, please, and I know this probably sounds really arrogant, but if it happened to you, you probably, I mean, if it happened to you over and over and over and over, you'd probably get pretty annoyed at it. If you don't have PayPal, please do not contact me, because I've wasted so much time with people that message me and they want something, and I spend 2-3 hours talking to them, and they tell me they don't have PayPal at the end. So that's just really annoying. The reason why I do PayPal, because it is the most secure. It's also secure for you, because if you get something and it's not what I said it was, you could also open up a claim and get your money back. So, I mean, I don't see why people don't do PayPal, but that's just me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little update. It should still be some time before I get back into collecting again, or I should say buy some new stuff. Because like I said, I know for a fact that I won't be collecting as heavy as I used to. But before I buy some new models, it still will be some time, because my car will be my new toy. And my models were my toys, and you can see how much I invested in my toys. So it still will be some time, but I will promise you, well, I'm pretty sure, that when I do start back up again, I will be buying some new stuff. I have some stuff that I want to buy that I'm not going to say, but one thing that is for sure, and my camera stopped, is I will be buying the 855 in the Weldex library. The only reason I see myself selling the Implenio one that I have right now, which is the gray boom and light body one, is to put the money towards the Weldex one. So, I mean, there's a pretty good chance I want to do that, because I really like those Weldex colors. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this kind of update. I know it's not an update that most of you like to see, but I hope that you enjoyed it. Sorry if I guess you could say disappointed anybody in, you know, having less than what I have right now, or some might think I even have more. So I'm sorry if I disappointed you. If I didn't, then I guess we're all good. But sorry if it disappointed anybody. I'm sorry that I'm taking my channel in this way, but it's something that I really want to do, and I've already said this in my first video, so I'm just going to end it here. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.